Former White House National Security Advisor Michael Flynn's lawyer says that she spoke with President Trump about his ongoing case. Today, in front of a Washington, D.C. District Court, Sidney Powell told Judge Sullivan that she met with Attorney General William Barr and the president in person within the last couple of weeks. She denies asking President Trump's help getting the case scrapped, saying she asked him not to pardon Michael Flynn. Judge Sullivan is investigating whether or not to keep the case going after the DOJ dropped charges against Flynn back in February. Here's One America's Jack Posobiec.
Today in U.S. federal court here in Washington, D.C., a contentious 5-hour-long marathon hearing was held between lawyers from the Department of Justice, Sidney Powell, the attorney for General Flynn, and Judge Sullivan. Interestingly, Judge Sullivan also appointed someone who's known as a court advisor to speak essentially on behalf of Sullivan, an unprecedented move that is rarely seen in the courtroom. The issue at stake: will the charges be dropped against General Flynn? The Department of Justice has moved that they should be dropped. Sidney Powell certainly has moved that they should be dropped. However, the court was not sure if they wanted them to be dropped. Judge Sullivan at times going at length, up to a full hour, into various unfounded accusations against General Flynn, Sidney Powell, Attorney General Barr, and even President Trump, none of which is germane in any way to the case or the dropping of the charges. Secondly, and possibly most important, for today, the first time we saw in court under oath the Department of Justice say, essentially, unequivocally, that General Flynn never should have been prosecuted, that the charges absolutely should never have been brought in, and that even if they were, the department would not be able to prove the case. One of the reasons cited by the department, of which were many, they proved that they would not be able to bring witnesses on the stand, such as Peter Strzok and Andy McCabe, who had been struck down by the IG. They've been reprimanded in the IG report. And of course, Andy McCabe was fired for lying to investigators internally at the FBI. For the first time in years, it felt like the Department of Justice was acting in a reasonable manner. We have seen the exculpatory documents again and again on General Flynn. We know that the investigators believed he had no intent of misleading or lying to them during his interview in the White House. We know that there was no intent to mislead in any of his filings. Now the Department of Justice is finally admitting it. The reason being is that the special counsel and his office have now been disbanded, and the Department of Justice has appointed new attorneys to oversee the case. Furthermore, exculpatory evidence provided by Sidney Powell digging deep into the initial investigation against Flynn has produced evidence basically stating that there was no legal predicate for this case. Now the question remains, will she sue, or will General Flynn sue, his former lawyers because of the way they treated him? The final decision has yet to be made on whether or not Judge Sullivan will accept the government's motion to drop the charges. We will wait to see, and General Flynn and his family have certainly been waiting to see for a long time if justice is to be done. For One America News, I'm Jack Posobiec.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.